Insight Educational Consulting will design and develop a course to fulfill the officer's training for all three levels of expertise. The overarching learning goal for this unit is for officers to become experts in the Navy Shipboard System Matrix, which provides information regarding the characteristics and fundamentals of the world's fleets and its combat systems. Currently, ensigns are 75% proficient in recalling relevant data. The challenge consists of increasing the success rate on the threat matrix proficiency test taken by ensigns from 75 to 90%. To accomplish this, the completion of the newly proposed course is required for every ensign. Up to 90% of what ensigns may learn can be forgotten within 3 or 6 days without proper reinforcement. Self-paced modules and games will provide immediate feedback for mistakes and will make sure ensigns get it right before moving forward. This strategy ensures that all ensigns are able to embed the correct manner in which to respond rather than accumulating incorrect responses. The development for the course shell will be organized using a major storyline rooted in mythology that can be simultaneously fascinating and complex. Intrigued by mythology, author Joseph Campbell studied the myth and made famous claim that nearly all myths and some other story types have similar ideas. Asynchronous activities and content will be organized in 12 folders and inspired in the 12 hero journey stages start. It will include an instructor welcome video, syllabus, tutorial video for the hypermedia, memorization style test as well, and initial training for each reported style so ensigns can apply it on specific content to be recalled in this course. Tutorials compiled from preferred memorization activities, for example, how to develop digital flashcards, memory maps, how to learn directly from the hypermedia system, instruction on how to access the collaborative media will be included in this folder. Assignment 1 will introduce the ensign to the practice of memorization of the first 3 high-priority countries in order to comply with learning objectives. The ensign will also register in the collaborative media selected for this term and will receive daily messages regarding relevant content and motivational messages. The ensigns will be subjected to a formative assessment via an initial survey to review their attitudes and expectations for this course. Week 2, Call to the Adventure. This folder includes a first quiz, which is not really a quiz, it's a practice of the game, where ensigns realize that it may take more effort to achieve 90% recall than expected. In view of this realization, the folder will include a recorded web tutorial on how to use the instructional game named Trial and Ordeals. The game at level 0, which is a practice, and we call it recognition level, is configured on drill and practice mode for only the 3 first countries with all their attendant information. The third time the students access the game, they will be tested in what we call the combat mode for all the high priority countries that were taken. So regarding the collaborative media, ensigns will start receiving daily messages regarding relevant content and motivational messages according to the week's theme. Ensigns will have access to posts on selected social media as they enter this week to share their best practices and exchange the memorization tricks they have used. Folder 3, Entering the Dark Forest. This is where ensign will need to recall all the data regarding high priorities countries. They might feel a bit disoriented. This is the first stop test of the quest for the Holy Grail. This is to achieve 90% proficiency for the final exam. So this is their first trial. In anticipation for this quiz, the ensigns may feel overwhelmed. This recall week is carried out intentionally in order for them to identify and overcome their resistance. All ensigns must attain a test score that is higher than X, which will be established by the subject matter expert and the game developers in order to access the quiz and release the next folder. Once they have achieved this goal, Ensign should start working with the first 3 mid-priority countries. To summarize, in order to create this dynamic environment, we will create 4 structures. That is, an adaptive online reference tool named Threat Matrix that includes all relevant data organized by country, military, Navy information, an interactive online game titled Trials and Ordeals using a customizable interface that displays a graphic environment similar to a situational strategic room, conveying written data from the hypermedia adaptive database as well as visual identifiers from the vessel that they need to be described by the ensign. Trials and Ordeals can be played in 2 modes: recognition module, which can be paused at any moment, and the combat mode. Collaborative media. Even though the potential for social media such as Facebook, Yammer, Twitter, and Messages to enhance learning and gain competitive advantage is already clear, and knowing that the audience already use these tools is already built in, we will need to thread carefully in the adoption of these tools. And all of these elements above will be included in the 6-month course shell within the institutional learning management system that links all these elements together as described in the 12 folders.